PSY-POD, PSY-POD.
And we're back. And also,
We are consistently inconsistent.
not only on audio, but with lights today. And on video. And look, new haircut. And me in go. And a blanket to avoid this becoming explicit content.
Well, that's actually a green screen. If you want...
Explain what this is, Kim.
Oh, okay. So I have a bunch of metal t-shirts, hard rock, heavy metal t-shirts. And my collection was growing a bit too vast. So my mom took all of my old ones, ripped them up.
What's the stain here, Kinle?
Huh?
What's the stain here?
There's not a stain. And my mom basically took all my old ones and tailored it, gave them to the tailors and made a bedspread. So I sleep with this on my
This
sheets.
was so cool until I saw that stain. But now it's still okay.
It's still cool, that's disgusting.
Okay, anyways, we're here, we're back. It's been a bit of a short hiatus, sorry.
We were both very busy.
I was traveling a lot.
Yeah, what were you doing in Paro? That was weird for me.
Not in Paro, we went to Paro, Bumthang, Punakha, Gangte. So I went to shoot one travel vlog with one of my friends who has a travel agency. That video comes soon.
Who's this friend?
Yeah, his name is SK. Shout out to SK.
You've been sleeping around with other people, whoring your body.
Says the man with other podcasts. Huh?
You won't let that go, will
I'm
you?
not, huh? This chip will never be as salty as I am. Okay. But then again, yeah. How long has it been more since we last recorded together?
About a month? More than a month?
More than a month.
More than a month, because I know that I couldn't come up after I got my new job. So for those of you who don't know, I've been teaching English online. So because of that...
Shameless plug, okay.
No. It's not shameless. I'm very proud of it.
He's proud of it. If you want to learn English from Kinle, hit you up, Demo. Are you willing to take more clients?
I guess. Depends.
No. English
Right now I'm teaching English online to two students in India. And it's been nice.
Not the one, you're teaching 2 years.
Yeah, I got another one.
You started that also? Yeah. So your whole week you're back now?
Yeah, most of the week. Like out of the whole week, I'm packed for 4 days. It's okay. No one's gonna see it.
No, I'm just checking, man. And that time when I was checking the screen test.
I mean, there's nothing there to see, so.
Because,
well, not for me. Anyway.
Yes, that's also not for you.
I knew that was gonna come. And if y'all are wondering, so I decided that it would be a good time to film this in my house.
Oh yeah, we're here in the house of Kinle. This is where he brings his victims and conquests. And this is where the sorcery happens. I won't say magic.
Don't.
We won't disclose where it is, but we just disclose it is in the house of Kinle. Funnily enough, this is where many of Girubi were shot, if you guys ever watched, right?
Yeah. I mean, right now where we're sitting is where the rice ball sketch was shot.
But we never released it online other than the...
Yeah. I don't think they'll ever release it because that's a little...
Kinle Pinsoi.
Yeah, it's way more disgusting than most other sketches.
But yeah, if you guys have... you guys can manage to find that on some who go for it.
Go right on. I'm a little sleepy because I woke up from an afternoon nap that I had no intention of taking.
How long was this nap?
Oh, 2 hours.
That's
so
not
it was not a nap, that's why it's so...
What counts as a nap? But
anything less than an hour, I think.
No more.
Anything less than... Because I think... I could be wrong, but I think it takes about 30 minutes for your body to go into REM sleep.
Yeah, from light to...
Light to deep. Like it starts at the 30-minute mark. So anything before that, I think is just...
So light sleep is nappish.
Napping, yeah. Or I even do a power nap where... and there's debates on that too. What is a power nap? Some people say a power nap is anything below 10 minutes.
Mine is 20 minutes.
Yeah, I do it for 20 minutes. Like I'll set an alarm. And that's when I plan to take a nap. So, like, I'll sleep for like 20 minutes. I'll set an alarm for 20 minutes, and that's usually how I do it. But today I was just I was reading. I was going through some articles in bed, and then I just
Okay, that's how usually we'll nap. So, but okay, thank you. Thanks for explaining that.
No, just like conked out and woke up 2 hours later feeling like a folded piece of paper.
Because you must have interrupted that deep sleep or that REM cycle.
Yeah, and then got up and then I was just like, oh, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
The weight of existence has crushed me.
What I learned from my sister who read a book about sleeping, and I watched one podcast with Joe Rogan about the sleep expert, is when we're sleeping more, our mind is doing the cleaning of the what we reviewed today, Lucy. So if
Brain cleaning.
yeah, so then it's basically like a person coming and saying presentation, like a slideshow, and showing this is what happened today, this is what happening today, this is happening today. So if he gets interrupted during REM, no, that's why eyes move a lot more. Then it's like a file being transferred, and you just took out the wire over there.
Okay.
So that's why you feel groggy, because you're in the middle of a file transfer.
No, the way I describe it is the way I describe. Anytime I have these accidental afternoon sleeps, and then I wake up feeling groggy and lethargic, it feels like existence is sitting on my chest with a sliver of spit coming out, going.
How does that relate?
No, that's what it feels like to me. It really, I just feel. The first thing that happens when I wake up from an unplanned afternoon sleep is, what the fuck is going on? Where am I? Who am I? How did I get here?
Yeah. But that's I thought that's every day.
No, that's not every day. This always happens to me during afternoon sleep. I don't know if it happens to any of you.
Do you get sleep paralysis?
I don't think so.
You never got one?
No, never.
Never got
sleep.
in your life?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And everyone who's got it tells me that they see a figure, or like a shape or something. Best part for me, I won't see it. So maybe I did have it, I just don't remember.
I get sleep paralysis like very regularly. But mine is like, I made friends with my demon. So when I was a kid, no, I used to get like feeling like someone would scratch me, hold me, figure all that stuff. Like even I open my eyes, I've seen stuff. But I did some research, and like actually Buddhists will say like this will do Islam.
And they believe that somebody has to touch you in order to get you out.
But that is true.
Which is true.
But that must be scientifically like maybe like now your senses are alert. No, because basically what happens is your body and your
body
mind,
and your sleep.
your mind is disconnected by that.
I think you are awake, but your body is still pumping the chemical that when you're sleeping, your body it's still pumping the chemical that puts you in the paralysis state. Because when you're sleeping, you don't want to act out your dream. Right?
So that's what happens with it. So then when I get into paralysis, sleep paralysis, it has happened so many times that now I can recognize when I'm in that state with it. Sometimes I'm in like sleep paralysis more. I can't move, okay. I'm like, in my mind, okay, I'm like, fuck, how do I get out more? So then in my head, I'm like trying to move or trying to call somebody and everything, and I'm trying desperately, but it's all hallucination, but so it doesn't happen. So every time I'm trying to get up, I've seen videos of my friends make for me, and I'm like, because my mind is trying to escape my body there. It's basically like the same get out situation. So for me, it's something I've dealt with for a long time.
Question.
Yeah.
A person who's paralyzed from the neck down, do you think they get sleep paralysis?
Every day, yeah.
No, but what do you think that feels like to them?
Horrible, man. It's like you know it can move, but it doesn't. The connection is disconnected. No, the mouse cable is gone. Okay. You know.
What is with you and all the computer metaphors today? It's like a file being transferred gets yanked out. The connection is disconnected. It's like the mouse cable.
Yeah, HDMI faulty wire. Those will know. But yeah, like sleep paralysis for me. But then the funny thing is, they say that I've also like caught myself in a dream. Have you ever done that? Is lucid dreaming?
Yeah, lucid dreaming. I've done that many times.
So I've been dreaming. I'm like, wait a minute, doesn't make sense. I'm in a dream. Then I'm again in a state of paralysis again. I'm like, fuck! I wish I didn't know. Now I have to get up.
Oh shit!
And it's damn haunting, man. Sometimes like, I'm stuck in this paralysis state for like an hour, man. And then the thing is, when you get up, no, you have a brief moment of getting up. So the thing is, you get up, okay, you're like, oh shit, I was in paralysis, no, but you're still like very drowsy, man. We just woke up. So if you stay like a little bit hembe, then your mind will be like, oh shit, I'm falling asleep. You'll fall asleep. So you pass out.
I have a theory on why I don't get sleep paralysis.
Why?
When you sleep, do you toss and turn?
Yeah.
And do you do that involuntarily?
Yeah.
I don't.
Solid door.
No. When I turn, I have to get up and turn. Like I have to break my sleep and get up.
Oh.
I've always done that ever since I was a kid. So when I'm sleeping, if I need to turn to my left, right, I'll immediately just like wake up and like turn to my left and sleep. So I don't give my chance. I never have like pure uninterrupted.
Are you a light sleeper?
Sometimes.
Okay, no, that doesn't. Are you a snorer?
Yes. I have recordings of myself snoring that my sisters have made.
Do you snore like this? No, like.
On this, though. No, that's sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea. Yeah.
No, that's not my snoring.
Yeah.
My snoring sounds like the Predator. Like, no, hang on, I have a recording of it. You talk, I'll find it.
What will I talk about? I'm also curious to wait for your snoring.
No, so,
But I also snore a lot, but
Yeah.
then I don't have sleep apnea. That's what I'm trying to address. So like, if you know someone who snores really bad, but their snoring is not like it's more like
it's breaking. That means they're not able to breathe.
yeah, that's called sleep apnea, and that's a bad disease. Okay,
And
so
you
if
need a machine to help it.
yeah, or you can like do a surgery or wear like Crocs to protect. Wow, that is Predator.
Yeah,
it's cute, man.
I snore like the Predator.
Yes, cute snoring, man. That's cute snoring.
Thank you. You're the first one to call my
That's cute
snoring.
snoring, man. I'm not even kidding.
So apparently, because I have sinusitis, my nose is always blocked, right? So when I sleep, I
Open
just
mouth.
open my mouth. So I'm a mouth breather sleeper.
You're a mouth breather in general.
yeah. And because of that, if I sleep, I just go. That's my snoring.
But yeah, sleep. Yeah, everyone. Sleep is very important. Like
You think?
no, like people like maybe consider it's important, no, but it's way more important than we think. Like with this podcast, what my sister told me about this research, and with my own research, I didn't know. They say it's optimal that we should always have 8, right? So when you don't have 8, no, I mean you disturb your REM sleep on a regular basis, then shit happens badly in the neurological level.
Yeah.
Like I know people, like I know one celebrity, Triple H. You know, Triple H. If you don't know what Triple H is, he's a very successful
His
wrestler.
name is Paul Michael Levesque.
Levesque. So basically, he's the chief operating officer in WWE. So he's a big guy, but he's a corporate guy also. So I watched this documentary where he does this. He explains his day in his life. Okay, so basically he wakes up at like 8 a.m. Gets ready, does his whole day of corporate meetings, bookings, and everything. No, and he says he's so busy throughout the day that he only gets home around midnight. But then he still has to work out because that's his lifestyle, no? So he works out from midnight to like 3 a.m. And he sleeps only 4 hours a day. And he's done that for the longest time over there. And then he has this, in the documentary, he says that, sleep is a myth. It depends on people, no, how much rest they require. For me, I just don't need it, no. 4 hours, more than enough. Last year, heart attack, okay? And now he's retired, okay? He's not even that old, okay? He's like 55. Old, you could say, but
Middle
not
age.
heart attack level of thing. And he's a fit guy. So I think it really stems from his sleep and his like exertion of his body, and not getting enough
But
rest.
also stress, work stress.
Yeah, sleep. That's why sleep really matters, not it? You can sleep off your stress. So like when you stress, you can't sleep also, man.
Yeah. But it's kind of interesting because I love these weird articles that come out almost every year. Study finds sleeping 8 hours optimal. You know? Okay. Study finds sleeping less than 8 hours has higher risk of cancer.
Okay.
Study finds sleeping more than 8 hours have higher risk of heart disease. Then I was laughing because I was like, so you have to like sleep 8 hours. You know, like sleep less, damn it, I'll get cancer. Sleep more, damn it, I'll get heart disease. And
What is your average sleeping? How much hours do you sleep?
I sleep at between 10 to 11 I have to sleep. And I wake up around 5, 6.
Why so early?
I don't know, just habit.
You're just early riser, yeah.
Yeah. And then once I get up, but then I have this option of when I get up, I can be like, do I need more sleep? And if I'm still very tired, it's like, okay, I need more sleep and I can go back to bed. But there are days when you wake up and you're like, yeah, I don't need any more sleep. Like, I can start working. I can start the day.
Oh, me, I'm like the 5 more minutes guy. Like, I woke up at 8 naturally. But it's okay, I have nothing to do, 5 more minutes. I need to get up at 9. I wake up at 8:30. I have 30 more minutes, just 5 more minutes. I'm the type.
I'm not. I can't. Comes from my dad, I think. Growing up My dad is an early riser himself, so when he woke up, everyone else woke up as well. So it's just like, okay, wake up.
But my parents also early risers. I'm just anomaly or just the lazy bones.
I don't know. Maybe they let you sleep. When I was like a kid, I used to wake up with my dad. So if my dad woke up, I used to also be awake by that point.
11 Okay, let's say you go on a night out. Okay.
Yeah.
Come home around 3. Sleep.
Usually 1.
Okay.
I'll sleep. I'll get up at around 7, 8.
That's how much did I say?
That's 8 hours. 7 hours.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
About
7 hours.
7 hours.
Yeah, okay. Me is insomnia se members. Before when I was working my old job, I used to sleep directly, chip pipe to 7, 2 hour nap. But I'll get bad sleep paralysis that time. I don't know, maybe my body's not used to the sleep pattern, no. Then if that happens, I cannot sleep throughout the night because I've had enough 2 hours sleep, no. But if I stay strong, then I cannot sleep until at least 1. You don't even get sleepy at all.
I've had those moments where you lie in bed and you're trying to sleep and you just can't sleep. And then you're like, okay, I can't sleep. I might as well do something, right? So like, okay, watch a movie. Then you suddenly start feeling sleepy.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, I'm feeling sleepy. You switch off your movie and you go think. Again, it's like, wait, I'm not feeling sleepy again. And again, you start watching. Then again, you feel sleepy. And that's usually what happens when I'll be like, okay, I can't sleep. I'll watch a movie. Watch a movie, feel sleepy. Then it's like, yeah, if I switch this movie off, I'll not feel sleepy.
Yeah.
So continue watching and then fall asleep.
Yeah, that's my favorite way of sleeping also. But I think that's a bad thing, no?
Yeah, because your brain is still very active. You're not giving it that. So I think like many people believe that before you go to bed, at least 1 hour you have to deprive your brain of any stimulants.
No.
Yeah. So like before you sleep, phone off. Like, so you need to have a strict timing of like sleep. Like I sleep, like I told you, I sleep between 10 to 11, right? So maybe around 9:30, switch off your phone. Don't look at your phone. Lay in bed, prep your body to sleep, sort of stuff. I've seen a lot of I've seen and I've heard a lot of people saying that as well.
Maybe I have now become so used to my schedule that I cannot sleep until I watch something. So I'll be like watching something on YouTube or working or whatever. Then I'll be like, okay, now time to sleep or this is sleepy. Then I'll get in bed, I'll turn on my phone and I'll watch something on YouTube, okay. Now if I'm being strict about myself, no, you can pick that up if you want.
I don't know where it went.
Where it went, right here. Okay, 5-second rule, okay. But I'll do this. If I'm being lazy, which I usually am, I'll just watch a video, then whatever, okay. But if I'm being smart, I'll be like, Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes. The phone locks itself after 30 minutes. So I watch whatever I want, listen to whatever I want, but lock at 30 minutes, and then I'll sleep.
As you said, Siri, don't you think the camera just went off?
Please don't go. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure because you said Siri.
Okay. So another thing, what was it? The sleep you mentioned. What is your go-to thing to watch to make yourself sleepy? Like for me, it's ASMR, and what I recently learned, rain. Headphones on, listen to full pouring rain, thunderstorm.
I don't sleep with my
knocks me out.
I can't sleep with my headphones on.
No.
I don't like. I get up with ear pain because I don't sleep straight, but
Me also, I can't sleep straight.
I'll tell you why I can't sleep straight. And this only happened because of my cousin. But so if I sleep on my side, the ear that has the earphone in it, it presses in, and then when I wake up, it hurts so bad in the morning because it's been pressing into the cartilage. Why I can't sleep straight is, and I blame my cousin, my brother, for this. He couldn't sleep straight like this ever because he always said that he felt like he was choking on his spit.
Okay.
And after he told me that, anytime I sleep straight,
Psychological thing there.
I do choke on my spit. Like, I literally get up with.
It triggers my sleep paralysis even more. So my sleep paralysis usually happens when I cannot breathe. No. So this one is my most uncomfortable way. But when you side, then there's like I sleep the most peaceful. And I'm the person who, if I sleep on my side, it gets too warm. I have to switch the cool side of the pillow.
Oh, okay.
I need that. I cannot sleep with like. And then on summer nights, I have very, very standard way of sleeping. One blanket, 1 foot out, 1 foot in.
Oh, in the summer I'm like.
Blanket in the pillow in the middle, and then sleep.
So winter time, this is usually when it's cold. This is my get up. It's like a track pant or something. But when it's in the summer, it's just shorts. I don't like warm weather at all.
No, you're too cold rather than too hot, like.
I prefer being cold than being too hot.
So you'd rather stay in Boomtown than Gillifu?
Yeah, any day. Or rather be in Thimphu than in Gillifu.
Yeah, Thimphu's
But in terms of people, I'd prefer Gillifu.
What's the difference between people in Gillifu and Thimphu?
I don't know. Gillifu is just where I grew up. I spent a lot of my time there. So I like Gillifu. I'm from Gillifu.
Now that you're working mostly remotely, why don't you just stay in Gillifu and chill there for a bit?
Thimphu is also where I have most of my music stuff happening. So yeah, but then what was I gonna say? Just something regarding sleep. Oh yeah, so some people when they sleep straight, they sleep like this, no? Which I find very interesting.
That's a dead man's pose.
Yeah, like dead man pose. My dad, when he sleeps on his side, sleeps like he crosses his arms, he tucks his head in, he sleeps like this.
That's a weird way of
I
sleeping.
know.
Why? When he sleeps straight here?
No, when he sleeps on his side, like this. He sleeps,
Maybe because he's used to sleeping like this.
he
Or?
sleeps like
Why
this.
does he sleep like a vampire, man?
I don't know. No, my dad, on the other hand, when he sleeps on the straight, he'll sleep like this.
Want the Undertaker pose, man? What the hell?
I don't know. He finds it very peaceful.
I grab my balls when I sleep. Do you
I
do
think
that?
all guys do that.
Why do we do that? Can someone explain?
I don't know. Even like it's not.
I've known everybody say.
No, it's not even intentional. Like you just wake up in the morning and your hands are there. It's like what the fuck.
I think I heard from somebody. It's like maybe it gives you comfort in Lomena. Huh?
We could find out. I'll just write.
Anyway. But then again, when you sleep with your partner, I'm also a boob grabber. I have to grab boob and sleep. Not that. Maplara. It's comfort. It's nothing sexual. That's another thing. But more for comfort.
You're a boob grabber.
Yeah, boob grab and sleep. Then with no boobs there, then grab the balls and sleep.
Oh God. Okay, that's interesting. I've never.
You don't have anything about like.
I like to hug.
Of course.
I like hug.
Do you like being big spoon or small spoon?
Both.
Me also.
Both. Yeah. But I'm typically a very big little spoon. Like if I'm the little spoon, it's a pain for the other person.
Why?
Because I'm huge. I'm massive compared to most of my partners. So when they hug me, they'll be like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I like the
What? Oh, hand sleeping on the hand.
Yeah.
Bug style.
yeah like
I don't want to harm them. I want to get it. The thumbnail, I got the thumbnail.
we need to do it one more so we get a better one.
Thumbnails there.
All right.
For those who are listening in the audio, watch the video.
No, so and I get that thing where your arm falls asleep, and when that typically happens, I'm a real asshole because I wouldn't be like slow about it to pull my arm. I just be like, I just like yank my arm.
There's this episode of Friends, man, where Chandler always gets like a little bit of the side of the bed with his girlfriend, and he learns a technique from Joey or someone like slide and push or something like that. Then he throws off the bed. No.
Oh shit! I think I remember, but
That's not man. I forgot it. It's called the penguin technique or something.
I don't remember.
I never used it. Speaking of Friends, now I'm deviating from the sleep topic. Recently I watched this clips. I just forgot. It's one of those underrated clips of Friends. Is when Joey acts and Gary Oldman comes, and then he spits on his face. He keeps acting, and he's like, "Why are you spitting on my face?" It's like,
Enunciate, Joey. It's enunciation. You gotta throw the passion in it, Joey. Enunciate. What are you doing here, you bastard?
Yeah, just enunciate. Use a lot of P words. You try. He says, "What are you doing here?" Two. They're one of the best things ever. I got some pistachios and potatoes. Pistachios, potatoes.
Joey's over.
Principal Paul. That's a good ass episode. If anyone is a fan of Friends, look up Joey spitting acting scene. It's a really great one.
Oh, but going back to the sleeping thing, I'm not done with that yet.
You're not done with that. We've been talking like 30 minutes about sleeping.
No, sleeping early. Waking up early. One thing that has always helped me with is I feel the most creative when I wake up in the morning. Like early in the morning, that is usually where I do a lot of my writing. So between 6 to 9 is where I can get the most productive writing done. After 9, it's just a downhill slide creativity.
Okay. For me, I'm most productive at night.
I'm not productive.
I like when everyone's asleep and I can focus on like working like optimally. But the funny thing is, I'm actually a morning person. I like mornings.
No, you
but
don't.
I
You
do not
fucking
like
wake up at
waking up.
8.
I don't like waking up early. So like actually like if there's door and all, I like going outside, making myself a cup of coffee, maybe doing laundry, exercising. I like it. I would prefer that. Good. But it's just that when I wake up and it's like 7 a.m. I'm like, fuck it.
And you're not a morning person.
So I don't know what it is, Like if you could say like like Naruto was 7 a.m. no hike na jogi I say okay because I like mornings even though I hate waking up. Like opposed to like churugi nights. Like of course churu I stay out and I go out because I like to go out, but it's not because it's particularly I like staying up late at night. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, whatever. I like mornings but I hate waking up basically.
I like mornings, but I hate waking up.
That's the episode.
I like mornings, but I hate waking up. Okay. No, but for me, it's wake up early, get most of what I want to do done. So if I have like teaching, then usually my 6 to 9 is where I do my lesson planning. Then throughout the day, it's other stuff, play ukulele, go meet people, do my other work. But 6 to 9 is usually get the most productive bits done. Write, come up with song lyrics, poetry, scripting, article writing, lesson planning.
Is your day? Do you plan your days?
No.
You don't plan.
No.
Do you have a schedule? You have scheduled sleeping time more. Do you have scheduled eating time?
Yes, usually lunch has to be between 12 and 1.
No breakfast.
Breakfast, usually not always, because what happens is I will go to gym at 8.
Okay.
So, what is that?
What is that? It's a phone.
Is that your phone?
No, my phone is recording this, man.
Then it's somebody else's phone. It's not my phone. Anyway, but
What? It's coming from inside the house.
no. So what was I saying?
What were you saying?
Oh yeah. So I go to the
Simulation.
gym, and because I don't eat before I work out, so after I've worked out, I usually finish around 10. Then get back home, do a little bit of prep. Then lunch is by 12. So brunch sumbara. Dinner between 6 to 8.
But now you're living alone. Do you have a time for prepping?
Yeah, I like cooking. I love cooking.
Yeah, me too. I love cooking also, but it's just that I'm, like I said, lazy about everything. When I was in college, I learned cooking, and now with YouTube Shorts, full of my recommendations all cooking.
Same.
Like how to make steaks,
Same.
how to make adobo, how to make chili oil noodles.
Same.
Oh no, I love watching it.
I learned how to make Thai green curry from YouTube.
Yeah, me also had a Thai green, Thai basil chicken I learned. So YouTube, there's a whole like realm of food content. No, who's your favorite YouTube food content creator? Wow, he coughed too.
I don't know their names. I don't mind Doobie Dooba.
Oh yeah, she was one of my original favorites,
Yeah.
but now she's being a little cringy. So,
I forgot his name. Is this bearded dude?
is he Asian?
No.
Yeah.
He's got glasses.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got a beard.
Yeah, he makes steak, right? He's
He
white
makes,
t-shirt.
yeah, he makes a lot of stuff. He's got long hair. He wears glasses. He has.
Yeah, I think I know what you're
I
talking
forgot
about.
his name. Then there was this. I forgot the names of their channels also. I would love to plug them, but because they're really good. So there's this one guy who basically teaches you how to make very quick meals, but very good quick meals.
Is he like a very Jewish-looking white guy?
Little bit.
Okay, maybe I might be.
He's not Jewish. He's Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern, yeah. Is it Nausmila guy?
No, not him. Then there was this guy from Pakistan called Golden Gully.
Yeah, Golden Gully.
Golden Gully,
yeah.
I enjoy
He makes kulfi.
Kulfi,
He
yeah.
always makes kulfi.
He always says it's his cheat day, and I'm like, you're having a lot of cheat days there, bud. No, I'm sure he's made it all beforehand and stuff.
Yeah, he makes shawarma, he makes kulfi, he eats these chips, no, he always talks about. My favorite, I have a lot of favorites, we have a lot of food content now. Obviously, Uncle Roger, you could say he's not a food content creator, but basically he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like watching Nick Dijirani as well.
Oh yeah, the white guy.
Yeah,
Kid.
the one. Yeah.
Good to it, but not really my particular cup of tea.
He's a little too gourmet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too gourmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Andy Cooks. Do you know Andy Cooks? Andy Cooks is the guy who says, "Honey, what do you want to eat for dinner?" And she says, "Make this," and he goes and he.
Australian dude.
Yeah.
Yes,
Andy
I
Cooks.
watched him.
He's really good.
My favorite one about Nick Dijirani, which I thought was the most white person shit ever, was like, today I'm going to eat noodles, but not the way y'all know it. He like cuts it up and puts the powder in dry and eats it, and I'm like,
That's the thing. So
that's how.
dry noodles, don't they?
Oh, like how school na kade so much game.
Hey,
Season, like, and he's eating it like it's the most revolutionary thing, and I'm like, that is the most white person. Like,
yeah, you're right, man. It's
like,
true, yeah.
I'm like, everyone in Asia does this. Like, you come here, come to this side of the world. We all do this. It's nothing revolutionary.
I watched one YouTuber, similarly, they found YY over there.
Yeah.
Okay? And they were like, apparently YY is supposed to be eaten also like this. They crack. And they're like putting soup like we eat it more. And you're like, what? How did I not think about this though? So there's a whole like side of the world which we thought it was completely normal who doesn't know anything about that thing. So if you're somebody who lives on that side of the world, or some white person who's watching this and stumbled upon this, buy a packet of...
Sorry.
Why?
Sorry that you stumbled across this.
Sorry. Get a packet of ramen noodles or whatever it is, crush it up, put the soup in, and preferably put some chips in also. More. Change your life.
Chat.
What's your favorite thing? Dry onion, like crushed with noodles onion.
So I make it myself. I get YY and Maggie.
YY is the best one. It's good. It has to be YY.
Can't do coca.
But
Coca,
then-
I can't even eat coca.
Meals. You
Because
can't eat coca!
No, because it's too salty.
Really?
The packet. Like
No,
Hemazum,
half soup.
Hemazum is amitse. And also I don't like the taste anymore.
Really? Coca is still goated for me, man.
I don't do coca anymore. This is probably going to piss off a lot of y'all.
Why would it piss off anybody?
Because a lot of Bhutanese like coca. And I love coca in the nostalgic sense because college now, you know, we all did that.
Yeah.
Coca with shakameze.
Yeah, cheese. Yeah.
Cheese.
Oh, cheese slice.
Yeah.
Then, okay, so what is your favorite instant ramen?
I like the kimchi ramen because I like sour, tangy stuff.
There's a kimchi ramen or what's it called?
It's called kimchi. It's literally called kimchi.
Duo.
Yeah.
How much does it
It
cost?
just has one, I think it's like 80 bucks. 18 dirham. 80 bucks, yeah.
No.
So it's just got one soup packet in it.
Okay.
And depending on the water level, you can decide to have a very soupy one or a nice dry one. Either way works. Or
Okay. What's it called now?
it's called kimchi.
No, I never seen it here.
It's here in the shop that's right next to my place.
Okay, I'll try it once.
Indomie is good as well.
Indomie, that's my go-to one.
Yeah.
I was about to get on that.
Yeah.
If you guys have never tried Indomie and you get stumble upon it, like please, this is the best thing. So what about that noodle is something called Maggi ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's like this Indonesian ass seasoning, which is like the best thing ever. It's like oyster sauce and soy sauce mixed together. But that was what I literally lived on in college. But obviously, like in terms of nostalgia and general kind of view, Coca still should be S tier. Indomie is for me S tier also. Then I would say maybe Shin Ramyun.
Shin ramen is good too.
Yeah, have you tried it with milk?
What?
Yes, game changer. Milk.
So when I used to eat coca, I used to love making it with yogurt.
Like buttermilk yogurt or yogurt
curd,
like
curd, dahi.
Dahi, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, because I love sour food. I like tangy food. So I used to find coca salty, way too salty. So I used to add a little bit of yogurt to cut that salt, and I still love it so much.
Fast as the Doritos.
Yeah. Although last time I had the most college boy, single bachelor apartment boy lunch.
Okay.
Because I was drinking tea and this is like around 11:30, right? And I was like, I should start meal prep for lunch. I was drinking tea and I was like, what would go great with this tea right now would be some chaat. And then I was like, I can make chaat. I'm 31 years old, I can do what I want. I got like 2 packets of YY, 2 packets of Maggi, 2 packets of Lay's Magic Masala,
Okay.
and 1 packet of the green.
Green chili.
No,
Green days.
not the
Potato
American,
cracker.
not the American green.
Potato cracker. What?
It's chili lemon.
Oh, it's chili
Sour.
lemon. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones. I got that. Bought some little bit of zao because they get sour. Bought zao. Got home. Put all of them in a bowl. Mustard oil. All the seasonings. Chili powder. Vinegar.
Yeah.
Coriander. Chopped onions, tomatoes.
Yeah.
Mixed everything.
Yeah.
I ate that for lunch.
Ah.
And I was like, this is the most college boy lunch I'm having right now. But it's so good.
Oh, did you have a go-to college boy meal actually? I had like 3. Did you have a college meal? Or were you not cooking in college time?
I had a girlfriend.
So, you lucky bastard. And what did you make her cook, you asshole?
I didn't make her cook.
What would she cook for you then?
Yeah, she cooked a lot of great stuff.
Maybe that's how you got fat. Usually, all my
I
friends
gained
got fat.
weight. I actually gained a lot of weight.
Me too. When I was like at my biggest is when I was in a relationship. But especially all my friends when went to college and they came back fat. I was always wondering, how did you get fat? It's always the girlfriend. Always the guys who got girlfriends. They all. So shout out to the girlfriends who cook, but not good for everything else. But for
Jesus.
for me, yeah. But for me, let's just move past that line, okay?
No, we're not moving past that. Shout out to the girlfriends who cook. Besides that, you're not good for anything else. Okay.
So when I was in college, like I was so noob, like context, I was raised in Bhutan. I wouldn't say with a silver spoon, but I was very helicopter parents. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Very
You're
like
always like hovering around you. Coddled. You were coddled.
Coddled. What's that word now?
Coddled.
Smothered.
You had a smother.
Yeah, smother. Yeah. So my college, I had not many life skills. Like I did not know how to wash a plate.
Fuck you, really?
Yeah, I did not know how to work the washing machine.
What, really?
Yeah, I never cleaned my own clothes whole life.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm being honest.
Damn, I'm on something.
Easy.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Forget about everything else. Okay, so from that level.
I didn't know how to cook until I was in college. I learned it in college.
So, okay.
I did everything else.
So then, but I wasn't always like. It wasn't that I was incapable. It's just that I never had reason to. Okay.
Okay, you were lazy.
No. My parents take care of
Appa
everything.
and Amma
Appa, Amma, and my sisters. No, shout out to them. Bless them. Bless me for having them. But I didn't have to do anything about it. So when I went to college, I learned to do laundry for the first time. I learned to cook for the first time. Like I was so bad, when I made my first meal, which was spaghetti, which is the most easiest thing to make, I still fucked up. I burnt the noodles. I don't know how. Noodles stick out, it got burnt on the side. So I'm noob the no more. So I learned everything, like so many things, like how to make a bank account, how to manage finances. So that's why it's very like
how to mismanage
mismanage finances, yeah. So anyways, so main thing I took from that was cooking. Then I learned to love cooking because YouTube. So my main thing I learned when I was in cooking is in college was chicken is very easy to cook.
Oh, it's one of the best.
So it's the best thing to cook per day. So I used to get chicken breast boneless, chop them up, and then fry it with just onions, garlic, and salt, pepper. That was it. And that was the easiest thing to cook.
Oh, you
and
basically cooked a chicken breast steak.
Yeah,
all you needed was you just need like butter and that's it.
Then what I'll do is I used to people who know about Nando's. So Nando's is a very famous chicken chain which very popular in like Commonwealth countries.
Fernando.
I don't know. It's peri chicken. It's like African style.
Oh,
sauce.
peri is the best.
Okay. So when I was in college, Nando sauce was very popular. Nando's is very popular. No. So I used to get that sauce with it. So I used to buy that sauce. And I learned online, like I typed in cheap college meals for college students, even though that's like double repetitive. Then the guy said, he said, no, make something called buffalo sauce. It goes well with everything. So basically hot sauce and butter. So I made the chicken I told you already, remember? Then I put butter, then I put sauce, that sauce, mix it up, done. Then the best thing was with that, you can combine it with rice, combine it with noodles. So I'll have one meal with rice and chicken, okay? Then chew late, lazy have the remaining left over. Either make up some noodles or rice, put it there, mix it so that for whole day, 3 meals, 1 cooking session, done. That was my go-to meal. And second one was obviously kokochiba. Then when you go to college, poktuchina shakamda, whatever shakamda.
Shakamese, sorry.
No. Then you put ration it, kokochizo, you're good, man. 2 months.
The weirdest thing was in college because we were all in Calcutta and it's hot. Neberu, we used to all sit on the terrace, mosquito ki sotap mo. All in boxers and half pants, boxers and half-ganzis. Coca with dalle paste, it's already hot, like sweating. Like, no, give up, this shit is too good. But then you're like sweating, you're getting bit by mosquitoes, and you've got like 1 bottle of ice water there, which finishes before anyone can say jack.
Did you have AC at least in college?
No.
More people who lived without AC. I lived also with it. Looking back, I'm like, my God.
I'm surprised your parents didn't buy you one.
No, no. So here's the thing. I have a lot of contrast in life experiences. So when I went to Malaysia, it was like I'll say C tier life. Okay, Bhutan S tier, obviously. No,
I've never had a C tier life.
why?
Can't see.
Can't see tier life. So my parents will send me a very
That was
budgeted
so
amount.
bad, man. Fucking
Okay,
phone.
fortunate budgeted amount more stipend. Then I need to manage before. So I have to lot cut corners. Like I have to like manage like this month how many times I can use the bus, how many times I can use Uber, how many times I can use taxi. Electricity bill, they compromise me. So AC was there, washing machine was there. So fine. Then I would have like just a small fun to have fun. No, I have to utilize it, but so when I was in Japan, I was working, so I was earning no, so I can manage by it. But then rent was high, uh, travel was high, so I have to be very frugal with what I have no. So I moved into a house, it was empty. I found a way with friends and with connections to put like a washing machine, to put a stove, to put Wi-Fi. So it came empty naked, okay? And then they don't speak English for jack shit, so it was impressive for me, okay, to do that. I don't care what you guys think. So it's impressive. It's my badge of honor to get all that stuff with like very bad limited Japanese skills. So the final thing was summertime, buddy. So summertime in Japan, in Tokyo especially, which people don't know if you
Yeah, it's very
unless
hot.
you're there, it gets fucking hot, 42 degrees, okay?
I mean, there's a reason why
20% humidity.
There's
You
a
can
re-
taste the air.
I mean, that's Calcutta as well.
Okay.
Well, there's a reason why every Japanese anime, whenever it's the summer season, they will always hear that wee, 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 and the character's always in bed going, oh, it's hot.
Like on average, they always have like a couple of 100,000 people of older
Heat
elderly
stroke.
people who die.
Heat stroke, yeah.
It's very common. And winter also very cold, but summer is like the worst one.
There's a Delhi man there.
But humidity very high, yes, hot in Koja. Like 40 degrees, rare hit bill, but most of the time 36. But humidity always minimum 100%.
Yeah, so you're sweating through your
Yeah.
britches. Yeah.
So I told my friends, okay, we're all living 5 of us in the house. Okay, now all of us have different incomes, all have different lifestyles, all have different work timings. But an AC machine, it came around to about 40,000. Okay, 40,000 yen, which is about like 30,000 Bhutanese kinutrum. The cheapest one, okay, bare minimum standard version. So I went to my friends, okay, and I said, let's all chip in and buy AC. No, it'll cost a little bit more because installation, delivery, and all. No. And I said, why don't we do that, man? It's going to be really hot. Plus, I work during the day. When I sleep at night, I want to sleep properly. You guys work at the night. So day is even going to be hotter. So it's even better for you guys to buy it. And they were like, oh, we'll think about it. Let's see more. So they're all a little bit like, they have their own frugalness also. No, whatever, okay. So we never got around to buy it. So what I did was, I went on Amazon, bought this shitty little small fan. Okay, it was like $1,000 Bhutanese currency, na? You turned away. Fan on chop. Still not good enough. Basically, the fan was blowing hot air all night, so it was counterproductive. Okay. So I found this technique. Now, if you're ever in a situation, no, use this technique. It works. Okay. This is how I survived through the Japanese hot summer without AC. So first of all, sleep next to a window. Okay, and put the fishnet on. Okay. If you don't put the fishnet on, you're dead throughout the night. Okay, the mosquito's gonna fuck you up. Then you turn the
But
fan.
won't the fishnet be more like, you know?
You're right. It's more sexy also. What is it called? It's called fishnet. It's not called fishnet, man. What is it called?
No, it's called a fish. You
Isn't
can call it a net.
Okay, more. Whatever.
Mosquito-
Net.
yeah.
What a mosquito net. Then the second thing I do is that the fan doing rotating the jambode. It's a small one. Rotates. Okay. Now here's the trick. Okay. I used to take a towel. Okay. Blanch it. Soak it in water. Okay.
Blanch it.
Fuck. Sorry, wrong.
Drench it.
Drench it.
Blanching is when you put it in cold hot water than ice water.
Then I take the towel, okay? Then wrap it. Now, imagine in winter you take a nice blanket to be warm. Mine's opposite, the wet blanket. Natsu, then sleep, okay? Then you can sleep. Then next morning that towel will be dry. Man, completely dry. That's how humid it is now. It absorbs every moisture in the air. And that's how I lived for like 4 months, man.
That's like Calcutta, right?
How did you fight the thing there, AC there?
The window near the fishnet meet there. Because Indian construction, right? So we had to have like either a mosquito coil or a mortine We always used to get the Mortine one because I fucking can't do mosquito coil.
Which is the electric, yeah.
Yeah, the electro one. Plug that in.
What does that even do actually? It attracts the mosquitoes? Or?
No, it
Repels
releases
it.
a smell that repels them.
Okay.
Yeah. So the technique we used to use was because whenever you moved into an apartment, right, you always bought your fan. You never buy the fan with the big ass blades.
Big ass
The
blades.
blades, fans, blades, woman. Blades,
So talking about the fan. Tali gila more side
fan,
gila.
fan.
Yeah, okay.
Ceiling fan. There we
Ceiling
go.
fan, yeah.
So ceiling fan ki blades, we used to never get the ones which were big. So we used to always get the blades that were like about the length of your forearm,
Okay.
small, because they used to spin fast with it.
Okay.
Whereas the big ass ones, even if they spun fast,
Uh-huh.
didn't do much.
Not much wind
Not much
power.
wind,
eh?
yeah. Whereas the small one used to spin fast, so it used to cool the air a little better. But once I remember in Calcutta in May, it can go up to 42 to 50 degrees.
Whoa!
Heat and humidity.
My God.
Damn bad.
Yeah,
Like,
man, that's like the worst.
And the worst part was college. My college did not have AC.
What?
Yeah, my college didn't have AC.
How much did you pay? $10 or
3,000
per semester?
semester. Yeah. My college.
What the fuck?
My college was a good college, but it was a good college. It's a renowned college. It's quite good.
But then they didn't.
They didn't-
cut
they didn't-
back on the utilities. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the offices had ACs. The classes had fuck all.
Fancy the home edges.
Fan day, but
Okay.
can you imagine fan with 140?
Oh my
with
God.
140.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Counterproductive. Hot air everywhere. The
Oh,
mom.
like that. Like during the class, all of us would just be like this on our tables, man. Heat ki bemat hua. And our college, because it was a Judeo-Christian college, Jesuit college, I think. I forgot.
Okay.
A Christian college. We had to wear long sleeve, like formal shirts. No, or I mean, you could also like. It didn't have to be long
So your
sleeve.
college uniforms.
No.
You had to wear a formal collar decorum.
We
Yeah.
had to follow decorum. Like you had to have a collar shirt. It could be short sleeved, but the collar shirts in that heat, like so uncomfortable. And then also couldn't go in shorts.
Okay.
At least shorts would have been like some reprieve. Nope, full on pants.
Oh.
So yeah, and once I remember it got so hot. I went to the toilet to take a shower because that's how hot it was at night. I needed to cool off.
Yeah.
Shower like
Yeah,
chute
I've been there.
hot
I've been
as
there.
water coming out from the shower and you're so pissed. No?
Yes.
And then just like without even like taking the towel to like wipe myself, just like in my wet, like butt naked. I mean, with my cousin was with me. Both guys didn't give two shits. Just butt naked walked out of the toilet, drenching, soaking, sopping wet. Went and stood under my fan, and I was like, tonight is not going to be a good night. Just like butt naked in my room with the windows closed.
So I
obviously.
get what you're
Just
saying.
like
I've been there.
that heat.
So that's why I always like consider like I know sometimes in life is good to be like good to manage your finances. Some things you don't need to spend. Some things you can save for things. But when it comes to little bits of luxury in life, don't mind spending it. See. So when I look back, AC there was a luxury. Okay, it wasn't a need, but it would have made life better. It would have made my life much better.
No, but I still look back on my college days with a lot of fondness.
Yeah, me also during that time. But then, like looking back, like obviously I would have loved the money to buy an AC and not endure that whole ordeal.
But
Oh,
when I think back on it, I used to always think like I was a messy person in college. I used to always, because my room was always disheveled. It was untidy, but it was never dirty. But I used to think it was dirty. It was untidy in the sense like, my clothes would be on my bed.
Yeah.
So I used to think, my dirty loose room.
Oh.
Not until I went to a friend's house did I realize what dirty actually was.
I think we had a very similar experience in college, man.
I remember, as soon as I went into his room, first smell that hits me, mold. Very bad smell of mold. What has happened? The bucket that has the wet garbage has not been emptied.
Okay.
And in Calcutta's heat, you can't afford to not throw away wet garbage. That has developed mold, stinking to high heaven, flies. Went into his room. There was cat shit on the bed. They have a cat. And I was like, how the fuck, where have you been sleeping? He's been apparently like in another room, just playing games, Dota.
No, of course, Dota the life killer.
Yeah, that freaked me out. To this day, I'm like, I may have been untidy, but I was never that.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. So I have a similar experience. So first time I went to college, okay, I moved into my friend's house. Actually, I had my own dorm, but I was living alone. And like I told you, first time experience, I didn't want to stay alone. So I moved to my friend's place, which was actually further to my college because it was right near their college. They would walk to college. I would take a taxi because I thought I felt more comfortable staying with Bhutanese friends rather than staying by myself near college. So that was mistake number one. So mistake number two was thinking that 5-6 boys who've never lived by themselves can coexist. Fuck no!
No. You will not go in.
Fuck no! So everybody obviously has their own lifestyle,
No, and then
their own thing.
in the start it's good.
Yeah, you're like, oh, all their friends living together.
Yeah, but
great!
slowly you start realizing that it gets bad.
Like this guy is not clean, or this guy doesn't like to pay on time, or this guy doesn't wear shoes everywhere when we tell them not to. A lot of things like that. So long story short, it got pretty bad, and I was in the house by myself, and we didn't pay the light bill on time. So poof, light off estimate. So two of my friends said, yeah, light minus labbe. Then instead of saying like, wait, let's figure this out or let's do something, Nidi yasi somewhere else, and one other friend, last friend I had, he said, I'm gonna go see my girlfriend tonight because there's no light. And I was there, nowhere to go. And I was there at home. I looked at the kitchen, okay. Obviously, Maila stains in there. Fine. Even though it's not great, fine. Okay, you can still live. The rice cooker wasn't cleaned for a month and there was worms popping out. Okay.
How the fuck? How have you been living? That's okay.
Okay. Worms were popping out. So after some time it became ego thing, pride thing. Like it's like fucking no one's cleaning this. I'm not gonna clean it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna clean it. It became like that. And then lastly I went in my room. Okay, mosquitoes were biting me. No fan was not working. 40-degree heat. And I'm like, need to move out. Then when I lived by myself, it was more expensive, obviously, because you're not sharing the expenses as usual. But then the comfort, the freedom, and that's where I realized, like, in life you don't need much luxury, but this for me is luxury.
No, I need
I can go to with AC on and don't have to bother about somebody coming in my room and irritating me. This is heaven.
As someone who's been
that was my college.
As someone who's been living alone for a while, it's nice. I'm not gonna tell you that you don't feel lonely sometimes, because you do.
Yeah, obviously.
But I'd still take it over living with too many people.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. 110%. Like I live.
Sorry, mom.
No, I live. Right now, my situation where I'm living with my parents and in my own room. I literally live in my parents' garage, by the way. I'm like the stereotypical, 30-year-old person, you know. I live in the
But in all honesty, in the current state of the world, no, I don't think you can afford to live by yourself.
Yeah, especially
very
Bhutan,
difficult.
especially in Thimphu. So if you guys are living in Thimphu and working and struggling more, props to you, man, respect. If you're living with your parents, obviously this is the way to go. But then like in bed, like it's very difficult. Like I've been like.
Or you're not like sharing rent with someone.
Yeah,
you know?
very difficult. Yeah. So that's why my ideal situation is I'm living in my home with no rent, no utilities to pay. Food is provided by family. I just work in but most of the time I work on it's for myself. But if I had to, like, let's say didn't have my family and I had to choose between living with somebody or living with by myself, no, maximum I would compromise is living with one other person.
And that also in such a way that you don't have to mingle with them too much. Yeah.
But then ideally I don't mind paying the extra premium to live by myself, no, because at least even if you're messy or even if you think you don't have to deal with other people's bullshit, it's yours, no, you can just live by yourself. And that was one of the best lessons I learned from college. So if you guys are about to go to college, live alone. Don't live with your friends. Don't live with
Unless you have financial issues,
then now you have to take with that. Now if you could afford it, even though it might pinch your pocket a little bit more, it is worth it. Little bit of luxury, it's worth it. I won't say you cannot afford it also, because when I was in Japan, I had literally no support system.
Yeah.
I had to earn everything I had more. But I chose to live with my friends because it's, like you said, it's easier. In terms of
the first 2 years.
But I would have paid more to live alone, looking back, because I had so much drama and bullshit. First week, my friends almost burnt down the house, okay? So shit like that happened.
When I was in Calcutta also, that was like, I'm not going to tell you that I lived alone throughout my 3 years in college. Because for about a year and a half, we lived with our uncle. Because he was living down there. But
I'll check if the footage is still rolling.
is it still rolling?
Yes, it is. But almost 1 hour, so let's get to it.
I don't think you need to take that when you're walking.
No, I can still see my vanity area, man.
No, okay. He's not wearing anything underneath.
That's
After
why.
this, we're planning to film content for our OnlyFans.
You can subscribe after this. That's why the wine hair is to warm us up for it.
Yeah, we really need to get drunk so that we don't see each other's faces and get turned off.
Okay, anyways, what do you think?
No, so I lived with my uncle for a long time, but...
Uncle for a long time.
Yeah, but then the thing is, my uncle is not the kind of uncle who...
Didn't touch it.
No.
I wished he did, but he never did. I gave him so much side. So much side. Even the fishnet stockings, it didn't work.
I ripped the net off the windows.
Put it on my legs.
Well, at least no mosquitoes. But anyway, no. So uncle was not the kind who was like, "Oh, you're my nephew, chichi pampa." No, he was like, "You can stay with me, but you're gonna fucking work." So never had that dependence. It was like, okay, even though we didn't have to pay
Your
rent.
uncle was working there, what?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, he was a hard ass.
Okay.
But I'm always grateful for the fact that
Tough love. Oh.
yeah, because he made us very like. I've always been very independent from my mom and because of my mom and dad. But even with him there, he was just there as like protection, like because it was like, I'm here. I'll make sure that nothing bad happens to my nephew.
Okay.
But he will go to college himself. He will do everything himself. He will learn to rely on himself. So that was really helpful.
Okay.
I remember when my mom first came to visit me in school, when I was in college. She came down to Calcutta for she came in April on holiday. And she was...
Then she met you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she met me. The first thing she told me was, I didn't know you could wash clothes by yourself.
I see your upbringing, man.
No,
That's
but
huge.
then I was...
You were spoiled. Yeah.
No. Like here, I learned how to use the washing machine and stuff. But the washing machine, Madhemate when we went... Yeah, so I learned that in Wangdi.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I actually learned how to wash clothes without a washing machine, looking at
Dobies, yeah.
other people washing.
Okay.
So Amma was very surprised because she came down and she saw me like in the toilet, like with the faucet on, like with the brush, and Nepal sabun, the chicken,
Yeah.
then beating the shit out of my clothes, then wringing, like taking my pant, putting it around the faucet, and then like wringing it out. And Amma was like, I didn't know you'd learned how to do that. I was like, I did. And then but that's the thing, I think. This is something that I told my mom regarding my younger brother as well, because we were very worried when he was going to go to Australia because he was going to be by himself.
Yeah.
And then I was saying, once you're by yourself,
You figure it out.
you figure it out. You have no choice but to figure
you
it
have
out.
to. It's either
Fight or flight.
sink or swim.
Yeah, sink or swim, fight or flight. So I was like, you have to figure it out. And I think this is why I believe very strongly in letting children be by themselves.
Yes.
And let them figure shit out.
Yeah,
for
but not at
themselves.
like a very toddler age. I won't.
Not as toddlers. No.
I've seen kids like in like the buzzer joda like for a more lamka side, very lamka chimsi no parents do more. Not that much of freedom, They'll do some shit which will definitely.
Yeah, but when I think about it now,
stuff.
when I was living in Wangdi, I was only 5-6 years old. Because that time my younger brother and sister weren't born.
Okay.
No, sister was born.
Okay.
Kinde was not born.
Okay.
So class PP to class 3, so from the age of 5 to the age of 8, used to walk from my place to school. And my school was a Tenchiling Primary School.
How far was it?
45 minutes.
Walk here.
Walk.
Oh shit.
Through like woods, jungle, mountains. And you had to pass the Tenchilingi cadet camp. You know where the Mamigi trained?
I have no idea.
So Tenchiling was where the Mamigi camps used to, like a lot of the Mamigi cadets used to be trained there.
Dope.
And you used to actually hear about little kids getting raped.
I did not know this story was going there, man. What the hell?
No, so what I'm trying to tell you
We
is...
can't see that anymore on YouTube now. Use the word grape now. It is grape.
Whatever. I'm not going to use the word grape because little kids were getting molested
No,
by...
we're gonna get to thing, man.
Yeah,
taken
because
down.
we're making so much money, huh?
We're gonna get not demonetized. We're gonna video gets taken down now.
Well, we can.
If you don't, if you
You do, that's your job.
timestamp this. I don't know. 57 minutes, I think. Okay.
Yeah. No. So what? So a lot of children used to get
Grapes.
sexually assaulted.
You can't even say that also. You
Oh,
say SA
fuck
now.
you.
I'm not even kidding. You can't even say that. It's SA now. You can't even say. You say unalive. You know that. You taught me that last time.
Yeah, but then fuck.
You say SA. You have to say SA.
Okay, so a lot of children got SA'd. And when I think about it now, I'm like, wow, I walked through that area for 4 years, every day to school.
Okay.
And
Continue.
it was a miracle because it wasn't just little girls. It was
Maybe they're not into you. How about did you ever think about that?
No, but then, I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm trying to say is, it freaks me out that that was happening because obviously when you were a kid at that point, you didn't think anything about it. But right now, hindsight is 2020. Well, in my case, it's never 2020. But like you look back on it, you're like, shit, like all that stuff was happening, you know. And it freaks me out to this day because it's like, fuck.
How do you think you avoided all that? Just by sheer luck, or?
Sheer luck. I never.
Kinle was unfuckable to the pedophiles. He's like, not this one. The other one, much better. We go after that one. It's just like in the club, no. And I'm just doing. Kinle was that one. I don't want this one. I'm going
Probably, yeah, I don't know. No. But also, I think what worked in my favor was the fact that I spoke English.
Okay.
So you know, we have this. Back then it was even like in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was even more. If you spoke English, you were immediately very rich, powerful person's son or daughter. So they would be like, obviously, I always feel like maybe they thought like, oh, he could get us in trouble if he did. Whereas other people would probably be like, hey, Keme Koja, that's
we can get away with that one.
we can get away with that. And they did. So many of them got away with it.
Okay, so let's walk me through this, okay? So you'd walk past this path, okay?
Yeah.
And these people who used to attack were what?
Like, they would be like 18, 19-year-old guys.
What? Who are these people? Mommy, me or?
Cadets there.
Da-
Or who
okay.
used to live in that.
We're cancelled now. We're cancelled. Cancelled now.
Or who lived in that area.
Okay, anyways, who might have been, okay? So what do they do? They say, hello, show. Now hang out, we show.
Oh, Lola, to.
Oh.
But then I remember seeing some of that as well. But never used to think like they were doing anything bad. Those days,
Of course, they. But what did you see, like, from your memory right now?
I
You
just
saw like kids like being dragged by these people.
not being dragged, but like, you know, being teased,
Oh.
but then like inappropriate touching.
Bad touch.
Now those days again, didn't know it was bad touch.
Of course.
I'm speaking purely on hindsight.
Of
right
course,
now.
of course.
But yeah, that sort of stuff.
Oh shit, man! I didn't see the side. You never told me the side, man. There's some dark stuff, man.
There's, I mean, like, I spent 4 years in Wongdi, right? And I'm not going to say that it was all bad. Wongdi was great, but there were like a lot of fucked up stuff that were happening.
Okay.
And I only realize it now when I look back on it, where it's like shit. Like,
Oh, you're telling me there's worse stuff than this right now?
oh, quite a bit.
What?
And for the sake of this, I will not tell you.
Oh, on the next episode maybe. Aha.
But then, yeah, like,
What the?
So,
what?
wait-
Makile, what? Oh my god! I didn't know this shit was happening back there, man.
yeah. And it's still happening. You go to the rural parts, and it's still happening. It's not.
So
I think we all.
So
like-
you're telling me that walkways from home to school are a great what's the word now? Cesspool? What's the cesspool? No, not cesspool.
it's very risky
It's a
because
great place for pedos to find their prey. Yeah.
yeah, not just that, but the point I was trying to make was we were unsupervised kids. Same age, 5 to 8. Think about it. I was 5 years old when I was walking to school. 45 minutes through like jungle.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking when I say jungle. There was literal jungle.
Of course.
There was like woods.
Yeah.
And you know, up a mountain, down a mountain.
Yeah, I
that
know,
stuff.
I know. This is what we grew up with. You fucking Gen Z kids. She's a machine play. Go start your iPads. Shut up. Okay, explain.
And no, but then like, and nowadays when you see kids without parents around them, that
Oh, so
it's
that kind of worries come.
that worry is
Leaves the
there,
whole
like,
trauma.
yeah.
No. Yeah.
But then at the same time, you also have to understand that most parents don't have the luxury of having.
Obviously, of course,
Yeah.
I understand that. But then keep the kids with you then, if you cannot.
PSY-POD, because then the children are children, they want to play. And it's so sad when you can't find the child to be like, sit here.
Sometimes like kids white drive and the kids are running past the foot driveway and all. Like
That's
obviously
when you knock
it's
them
the
down.
responsible of driving. No. But like I would never want my kid to go on like that. You know, go home walking alone.
You know, and then this is where I'm always like, I've always had this extreme conflict here is, because now with social media, right? You see so many people post about their children,
Yeah.
their little kids, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's your freedom to do it. But at the same time, I'm like, there might be people on the internet who are watching this and they know where you live.
No, you're being a little bit pessimistic in
No,
that.
I'm not being pessimistic. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just trying to see that there is a potential for that happening.
Okay.
Because I've seen like children, you know, their parents will show videos of their children going to school. And then I'm like, yeah, there's I don't know. I'm not telling you don't do this. You're free to do this, but I think that also that there is that risk that is created with the internet being the internet now. With the cesspool of people that are there.
What is actually a cesspool? Actually, the word means.
A cesspool is like a lot of it's disgusting, very undesirable.
Okay.
Think of it like a pool of spit, shit, vomit.
Okay. Thank you. Very nice.
There we go.
Nice image. Okay.
So I'm not telling parents that they shouldn't do that. It's up to you. But at the same time, I'm just like,
No, I think I know where you're coming from because we grew up in the same generation. I think actually this is the thing, but which I think not many people can relate unless you're born from the same generation. Like our parents or our Achos and Ajims and our Nuchus and Nums, they cannot relate because we actually saw our generation, the 90s, saw the most development of Bhutan more than anybody could ever imagine.
no, because it jumped.
Like
it
literally,
shocked.
we went from level 1 to 100. No, I was at 100. We're still level 20. Okay, we went
No,
1
but
to
then
20.
for us it was 100 because can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like when I was in
Yeah.
when I was in class 10, man, no broadband, nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Suddenly 2010 hits, everything comes
Oh,
up.
that's what I'm saying.
It's like shock, right? Like your system.
We
is
grew
like,
up with no technology to finally cassette tape to TV all of a sudden in the country to internet to mobile
3G,
phones.
now 4G.
Oh, to
now 5G.
everything. So we
It's not
experienced
really 5G.
we experienced literally almost all of Bhutan's in one scope. Because people who are 70s, 80s can relate. Maybe 60s, 70s can relate. No, 90s and 2000s very hard because it's a big shift.
Yeah, it's very sudden. It's sudden.
Very big shift. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think because we were raised like that. No, not only with the development and
We sound
technology.
so old.
Huh? We are old. Can I accept it?
I mean, I am 31. So.
Okay, we're 31. I'm also 30. But the thing is,
I mean, it's not that old.
really.
I don't want people who are
Yeah,
in their
yeah.
30s being
Okay,
like,
no,
this is
please,
not
please,
old.
no. It's just that me and
I
Kinley-
feel old.
Yeah.
I feel very old.
Me and Kinley, like I don't know about Kinley, but I told you that time that I saw a post that says that PSP was released 19 years ago, and I grew up playing that game, so that made me feel like, whoa. So that's that. But then I think we saw not only like technological developments and advancements very quickly, but also shift from culture as well, like norms, like kids I think if we were still stuck in 90s or 70s and we saw kids being taken by 18-year-olds, perfectly fine. No worries. No one will ask a question. But now that we look back in hindsight, no, that sounds way fucked up. And we have so much fucked up things which are still in the part of the country which we refuse to talk about. But we still remember some. And I think because we know all this, it's just when we see kids in the street, that kind of trauma, that kind of reminds us of what we used to grow up with. So that's just my view on it. And that's a terrible way to end the podcast, but we have to because my battery is dying and the data's dying.
This takes me back to a very dark joke that I made because I was sitting at Mama's and Mama's has this dog, right? It's this little black dog. And he comes every day and he sits there. And there's this little kid who's near Mama's.
Wow.
The parents are there. The parents are there, but the child just walks on. Then the kid goes and he just hugs the dog. And this is just like a random stray dog.
Oh, I know the kid. He smart kid.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I was trying to protect the identity of the kid, but okay.
It doesn't matter.
It's-
Okay,
it's-
I'll bleep it out.
Okay. And then he just hugs the dog. And my friend who was sitting there, she was like, "Oh, children are so trusting." And my immediate response was, "That's why it's easy to get essayed."
Yeah.
Because it's true, children are very trusting,
Yeah.
especially in Bhutan. And a lot of the times, what many people don't realize is essays and grapes of children are done by people who they know. It is purely
Yeah,
by
you build that
somebody,
trust.
somebody who they
Yeah.
trust, a
You
neighbor,
build
and-
that trust
yeah,
and exploit it. No.
yeah, a neighbor, an uncle,
Yeah.
somebody they know, and it's so. This is where I think anyway. So that's just what I wanted to say was like
What a way to end the podcast, Kenny. We have not talked in a while and also been on camera. For
this
the
is why
podcast.
you listen
And
to the
we
sound.
had to end it with such depressing ass knowledge.
It's not depressing, it's reality. Teach your children about bad touch, good touch. Teach your kids not to trust anyone. Don't let them
Okay.
sit on a stranger's lap.
Do you know we started with sleep? Okay, I want to touch about Watchmen because the book was here. We did not even consider touching this at all.
We did touch some stuff.
Yes, and good touch, bad touch stuff. And we ended with that more. Okay, great. Okay, I think the wine has worked counterproductively today.
It's such shitty wine.
Okay, we'll listen to this again when we're fine and well. Because progressively, as the wine was getting down, our conversation was getting, I don't know, on the other side
I
of...
actually, I don't, I have no regrets.
No, okay, I don't mind it, but I thought I would end it on a lighter note, but it is what it is. This
On a lighter note, I've lost weight.
Yes, how much?
Few kilos. Quite happy.
How much? 70? Are you in the 70s or the 80s?
I'm in my 80s still.
No, I was lost weight, by the way. But mine, I think I have a bug in my system. I keep losing weight. I'm scared of my life. I've lost 5 kilos in the last 2 months.
You're eating well.
Yes, that's the scary part. But I'm very active lifestyle.
I think that's probably it.
I don't know.
But then you drive more than you walk.
But I play sports and exercise
No,
at
you
home.
don't. You go there to take pictures.
Pictures of my feet,
shoes.
yeah. Anyways, that's not the conversation. I'm running out of footage and battery, so I have to end it, Kinley. But then we had a great talk, great catch up after a long time. And I hope the people and the kids who are still watching it and tuned in, I'm doing this for you guys, man. Toga, Than Lawi. Okay? We got busy shit, but we're making time for you motherfuckers, man. Okay? So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for still watching and listening to our podcast. This is like, what, 2 years now we've been doing this? I don't know, man.
Sporadically, yes.
Yeah, sporadically. So we'll continue to do it as long as you keep watching. So keep tuning and
Keep tweeting.
tuning in. What? Come on, me. Tuning in. Keep tuning in and
And now, what have we?
subscribe to my channel.
Have we just agreed that we're going to do this here now?
Yeah, this is comfortable.
Okay.
We kept flip-flopping over locations. No, in the past few months, everywhere we went.
You know, Drake has started from the bottom, now we're here, right? For us, it's like started from the bottom, now
Now
here.
we're back
there,
here. We're
here
back.
and there,
No,
everywhere.
and back here. Okay. So, anyways, thank you for tuning in till now.
What number
And
is this?
I don't know. I forgot. I'll
figure
mention
it
it in the. It'll be in the title, and what do you call? If you haven't already, please subscribe. Whether it be on Spotify or YouTube, because that's the only 2 channels we did release on. And if you
And
want
please
to
check
support,
out my other podcast as
support
well.
Kinley's other podcast.
It's all about mental health where I don't
Yeah,
talk.
and
I
it's on-
swear I'm not as vulgar as
Yeah,
this.
if you want the lighter, toned down version.
Kinley Light.
Kinley Light. It's on.
It's on Shangri-La's YouTube channel.
Okay.
Check it out. It's called the Masterpiece Pod.
I'll share it on the description. So if
And follow us on Instagram and YouTube.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
have a-
and
I don't have a-
if you want to, if you see us in public, let us know because it really motivates me at least to do this podcast. Okay,
Tell him more because people walk up to me and they tell me and I'm just like, who the fuck are you?
I also have the same thing, but anyways, yeah, okay. Till the next one, guys. Peace.
Bye.